Welcome to Down in the Den. I am so happy today. We have been rocking lately with nothing but illustrious guests, nothing but the best guests. And today I have international recording artist, my man CB, my man Mr. Batha, the king, the king. I'm announcing it right now, sir.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Yo, man, I'm doing so great, my man. And then thank you very much for having me in your show, man. You know what? I'm grateful and, I appreciate the opportunity you're giving me. And then I'd like to say hello to the viewers and the people that are watching right now. And I'm so grateful that the way you introduced me, man, I feel like a king for real.
Well, man, you are a king. If you haven't been crowned yet, let me go ahead and be the first to give you a crown. I always
uh,
listen. I always listen to any artist we have. I always listen to their music or look at their
yeah,
work just to make sure that there's someone. Because I'm a firm believer in quality over quantity. And
yeah,
man,
yes.
your music is fire. Now you're from South Africa, is that correct?
Yeah, that's true. I'm from South Africa.
Yes, sir. Tell me a
And
little bit about what it's like growing up in South Africa and
yeah,
becoming a hip hop artist, because the scene, the Afrobeat scene, is really blowing up right now. And I
yeah,
think you are in the line. And I know the ladies are hearing the accent right now. So tell us a little bit about that. I know it's going to be blowing up in the comments.
yeah,
Tell us a little
yeah.
bit about growing up in South Africa and really what inspired you to become a musician.
Instagram. Okay, first of all, my name, my real name is Sebo Mbata. But some of them they pronounce it and say Sebo, but it's cool with me. I'm from Ishawe. There's a small town. I grew up from the small town called Ishawe. But it's next to Nkandla, next to our former president of South Africa, Jacob Zuma. So I'm from those two places. Then I grew up. You know what? Growing up there, I was in living in between two places. I was living in the rural areas and then also living in the suburbs. So when the school holidays, they used to send me straight to the rural areas because I was a naughty I was a naughty guy. So I grew up in those two places. So we have the rural areas this side, and then we have the urban areas where it's some where you find like white people mixed with blacks. I mean, a few blacks and then a lot of white people around there. So I grew up in that type of environment. Then I think the love of the music, it actually started in 2004 when I got into high school. Because when I was still in primary, I was more of a soccer person than to be in the music industry. So I was like, I fell in love with I fell in love with kwaito. We have a genre here in South Africa called kwaito. So I fell in love with the genre first, because it had that South African rhythm, those African elements and stuff. So it's something that I grew up with. So at home, they were all playing it. So I was in love with that genre at that time. And then as the time goes on, I remember uh, 50 dropped his first album, Get Rid or Die Try.
Right.
So yeah, so that time that's when I got introduced to hip hop. Like even for me to say, okay, now let me start writing and stuff like that. Because even here we had hip hop, but it wasn't that popular in our era when I was still growing up. It was like they used to, when you listen to hip hop at that time or doing hip hop, they used to to call you names and stuff like that.
Right.
It wasn't something that we were like embracing it like how we doing it now. It was something that we were like, if you do hip hop, they're gonna call you that name because this is the genre that's dominating at the moment in our country. So then I started writing, and then I remember the first guy who also like who made me to say, you know what, I have to write. I have to start. I have to take this music seriously. It was Zola. He's one of our legends. He's a good writer. He's a good storyteller, and he's a award-winning artist from here in South Africa. So that's the guy that actually introduced me to say, okay, fine, I can do. I can write like this here because I used to copy a lot of his work, listen a lot of it, even perform some of his songs at school. So yeah, that's all up until 2007 when I finished matric. That's when I started recording.
Well, you're definitely dope. You're definitely dope. And Afrobeat is really becoming huge. We've seen artists like Drake,
Yeah,
Beyonce adapt
yeah,
that genre and really
yeah,
do it well. But hearing you, and like I said, I've checked out and we're going to let the people know where they can find your music. But I
yeah.
checked you out and definitely the production is top notch. And I see the production equipment in the background. Now, do you have a
That's
production team, or is that you? Or tell us about like some of the production, because the lyrics is fire, the beats
yeah,
are amazing, the rhythms
yeah.
are amazing. Tell us about some of the production and your production crew or team.
I actually work with you know what the funny thing is, bro, I just started last year to learn how to produce. I was the guy who just on the mic, who just recording, doing all the day. I wasn't the guy who wanted to be behind the desk and learn how to get the final product out for people. So I only started last year. So and some of the work that's new that I just pull out now is the work that I did the production. But I don't put it out there that much. So I don't put it out there that much. I just put my real name on the credit there to say that's me. But I don't talk about that much. So a lot of the songs that I just did from last year up until now, it's the songs that I produced myself with in help of there's a guy called Visto. He's also my homeboy. He's good with production. He produced the song with there's a song called The Sun. I did with Young Gun. They call him Cam Cleveland, and then I did it with Kylex. So there's a song, yeah, there's a song um, I pre-master and did the mixing and all that day, and then Visto came and he did the final product. So that's the song that he worked on. He also worked on the mixtape that I had long time ago, which was called 8910. So he also worked on that. And actually, he's gonna work in some of the projects that I do because I select songs and decide to say because I know their style and stuff.
Right.
So certain songs, take it to someone. I know that person is gonna do all the mixing and mastering the way that it
A
does.
little that
You know,
mama's
he
cooking on it.
he got I know he got that other sauce that I know that nobody else has it. And then there's a song that I'm also gonna drop. I work with a guy called Cindy Boy. He's also from here in Stenga where I'm currently at right now. And then there's Mafera. There's a guy that he also introduced me to Camp. That's the guy who actually got me to link up with Camp. So I've worked with those guys. It's not actually a team. It's just a guys that I know. If I want a certain thing to be done this way, that's the guy to go to. So I got the go-to guys.
Well, your
But
ear is
pretty much,
amazing. Your ear is amazing. And shout out to Camp Cleveland, another one of
yeah,
our illustrious guests. I call him the Black Indiana Jones because he's all over the
yeah,
globe, linking with wonderful artists like yourself. So shout
yeah,
out to Camp Cleveland. Now, you've mentioned your team, your go-to team, your A team, and you guys are doing it. I'm loving what you're hearing. Is there any
yeah.
artist, either in South Africa, the States, anywhere, any artist that if we can make that call right now and make it happen, who is the artist that you really like to work with?
They're in the States. Yeah. Let me see. I would like to work with the money,
Okay.
TSI.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that guy
yeah.
is
I see him rapping now. Yeah, is he dope? I haven't had
yeah,
an opportunity to hear him.
yeah.
Is he dope?
Yo, it's too much, man. You know what? It's different. It's different from his father. That's why I say, because I was also like, I was looking at the small guy. What is his name? The one that's the naughty one. They call him King. I was looking at to find out what is he doing now. And
Right.
then I met up with the money. Then I was listening to his songs. I was like, damn, it's totally different than his father. His music is on like those J. Cole types of vibes. He's nice. I won't lie to you.
Damani, if
I
you're in
won't lie to you.
ATL, please shout out my man CB because you guys should link because
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
definitely fire. He's
yeah.
definitely fire. Now,
And then,
if you could speak to young you, if you could
yeah,
give yourself a little bit of advice for this industry and being in the industry, is there something that you could go back 10, 12, 13
yeah,
years
yeah.
and give yourself that you feel would give you an advantage now? What's something that you would tell yourself?
Yo, I'll actually tell them they must get information. You know what? Get information, a lot of information. Just do a research about the industry that you're getting yourself into. I mean, know what are the ups and downs of it. Know that if you're gonna meet up with problems. It's not a sweet game at all.
Right.
It's not a sweet game. So you have to have a research. You have to make a research. You have to know actually when you get in here, this is what you came to do. Because I myself, I said, maybe if I had the information that I had now, that I have now, I would have 5 years ago, I would have made it. I would have blown up. I would have been somebody that everybody, I would have reached the level that I wanted to reach. But because of the information, I didn't have the information. I only got it now, and I'm still learning more. Because once you get some of the information, that information is going to lead you to the next stage, right? And then when you get into that next stage or phase, you also going to learn about those things when you there. And then from there, it's going to take you to the another. Actually, you never stop learning.
True.
So to the younger generation, they must actually take it seriously. It's not something that we do it just so that we can actually look fancy for people, throw money or look whatever. But it's something that you need also to live. Use it as a tool that whenever someone sees you, they actually, because those people, they actually listen to you. If they can listen to you 10 times or 20 times, they actually believe what you say. You understand? So you actually have to watch out for the message that you put out there. Is that message worth it? Is it the right message for the people? Sometimes we do songs. I personally sometimes do songs which I know very well that that song I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have put it out. But then it's entertainment. They actually send those songs out. So it's just those basic things. But the most important thing is just to know the industry, get the information. You have to register as an artist here in South Africa. You need to know about Sampro. You need to know about Sampra. You need to know about a whole lot of things. And then don't think that it's gonna happen overnight.
Right.
It's not gonna happen overnight. You might get lucky, it happen overnight. Maybe you drop one song and then it blows up. But you actually don't have any information. They're gonna play with you when you get into the industry. You're gonna go and swim with the sharks, and only to find out you're not ready. You were not ready yet. So I mean, you also have to trust in the progress.
Absolutely. And I always tell
Yeah,
people one of my biggest influences, I'm a huge basketball fan, was the late great
yeah,
Kobe Bryant. He always talks about having a muse, but also
hmm,
putting in the work. And it
yeah.
sounds like you're definitely putting in the work. You have your head on straight. You know what you're
That's true.
talking about from experience. And like I said,
Mm,
if you're not at that pinnacle yet, you're on the right path. You're on the right
yeah,
path because your stuff is
yeah.
fire. Now, tell some people first, tell the people where they can find you and where they can find your music, and
Yeah.
yeah, give them your IG, all your details. Let's give the people so they can know where to find you.
Okay. You can find me on Instagram. It's CB underscore no ghost. That's my Instagram handle. On Twitter, I go by CB underscore no ghost 01. I actually had the same angle, but then my Twitter got suspended, so I got a new one. I never got it back. So on Twitter, you can get me on CB underscore no ghost 01, and then on Facebook it's CB no ghost Mbata. That's my surname. It's MBATHA. And then my page is CB no ghost. So especially it's just like one handle for everything. It's only the Twitter that it's a bit different. So if you wanna find about my music, you can find it there. You can go on AudioMac, same thing too. You just search CB No Ghost, and then you will find all my things.
Perfect. We'll put all of that
Yeah,
in the links and everything so everybody can find
yeah,
you. So,
yeah,
man, this is fun. This is a blast. This is a blast. And you're so insightful. You're insightful. I like that.
yeah,
Now,
yeah,
something I've been asking everybody because this pandemic has been
yeah.
kicking everyone.
Big
Do
time.
you prefer performing live or are you a studio rat? Because we have some people that like, I love the studio and I get shy on stage. We have some people that
Yeah,
are, oh, I love the stage. I hate putting in the
you
work in the
hate
studio. And then we
doing
have
that.
people that are like 50-50. Where do you find yourself on that scale?
With the live, actually not used to it, so it's something that I can never talk a lot about it because it's something that just happened a year ago after when the pandemic started. That's
Right.
when we were introduced to those live performances and stuff like that. But it's actually good. I'm just a person who like to interact with the people. I like to feel. I like
Yeah.
to touch the crowd. I like to take pictures with people. I like to actually talk after performance or before performance, meeting up with the guys. So for me, live actually with the people definitely does it. The live stream, nah. Mm-mm. The live stream, nah. I don't really feel it because sometimes what if you don't have a lot of people that are watching you?
Right.
You understand? Because in some places here in South Africa, we know very well the data is expensive.
Right. Right.
Yeah, in South Africa, the data is something that they don't want to talk about it. It's something that they don't wanna like even mention. I even said one time I was talking to one of my bro. I said, if we really want to change the industry game here in South Africa, we need to actually try and do a march or whatever and try to tell them they must cut down the cost of the data because now the generation that's downloads our music, that listen our music is the new generation that's like to stream and download and stuff like that.
Right.
But now if the data is so expensive, how are we gonna get those streams high? How are we gonna get those views when you wanna do the live video or you wanna do a live performance and stuff like that? So it's a bit of there in the states. I see it there by you all it making it. I don't know.
Right.
Do you have a problem for data or you're using
No,
Wi-Fi?
we all pretty much have, and it's funny because when telecommunications really started blowing up in the '90s, where everybody had a cell phone, it
Yeah,
was like that. It was very, very expensive. But now pretty
wow.
much everyone has unlimited data, unlimited plan. I
Yeah,
think it's been 8 years since I've paid for data. It's just an unlimited plan that I have. But in the United States, it's like monopoly because all the companies are partnering with each other to get direct to
oh,
consumer content, and that's really the thing. They say content is king because
yeah,
everybody, you have like your HBO Max, you have your Disney Plus, you have your Amazon, and everyone's
yeah.
trying to get all the content they can. Uh, I haven't bought a
Oh,
CD. The last CD I bought was Jay Z Blueprint 3, I believe in 2008. That was the last
yes.
time I had a physical CD. And now it's 2021. I stream everything. So, yeah, it's completely different over here. Completely different.
You're so blessed, and here we kind of struggling with the data. That's the problem. That's
We'll
the
get there.
problem that we
Hopefully,
have.
we'll get there
But
because I
yeah,
think,
hopefully,
yeah, the
yeah, I'm
world
saying
needs to hear it.
yeah, but I think hopefully we're gonna get there. And then maybe that will help. So to answer that question, I prefer the crowd, the to go to the people than to be on live, because our life has its own factors. So there's something that we can't really rely on at the same time at the moment. But we know that if you got a venue and then you do a gig right there, a lot of people, they're gonna go flying. They're gonna fly in.
Facts. Well, and you know what? Like I said, that is so very true. And I've noticed the real artists are always about the people, and they actually have a love and
Exactly.
passion for what they're doing. They're not in necessarily like if the money comes. I believe if you have the passion, the money and everything will come. But if you do it for the
Yes,
money, you might get it for a little bit, but you're gonna fall off quickly.
you done.
You're done. You're done. You
You
get that
done.
one hit and try to live off of it, you're done because people, it's a short attention span right now.
Exactly. It's the same thing that I always tell my guys to say, because somebody asked me, I said, why all of a sudden I'm dropping the mixtape after mixtape, new song after new song, that I'm collaborating with this guy doing a song and all that, why I'm so busy dropping songs and stuff. And I was like, um if I'm a musician and then people know me as a musician, and then when they go and search for my stuff, they need to see a whole lot of things. You
Right.
know, you can't be an artist with one song or two albums, if or one album or whatever, but you need to have a whole lot of, because one person might not like whatever the mixtape that you put last time, but if they jump onto the next mixtape and then they find that mixtape is fire, and then that person can go back to the last one and just say, maybe I didn't listen well, let me go and
Right.
listen again. So I started doing that, and I was like, okay, let me put out so much music out right now. I don't care if some of the music I get paid for it, but most of the music that I put out, I don't get paid for it. So I just like, you know what? Let me just put out music there, let the people know that I'm around, I'm there, I am doing music, and a lot of people. And I was shocked that some people, they even went to my old work and then they told me
Yeah.
about the song that I did. I think it was 2017, 2016. I was like, yeah, that song, I forgot about it. But that person reminded me that I once put out the song, and that the song to him, it's like that, it's made an impact. It's a top song. So by me constantly dropping something, and then they actually notice. So and the nicest thing is that the music is always gonna be there on the internet. Once it's there, it's there.
It's there, right? Yeah,
That's
and
true.
I think it was T.I., Damani's dad, who said, get 500 songs in the bank before you even really think about blowing up, so you have that material. So
Yeah, that's true.
we're gonna have some fun. We're about to wrap this up,
All right.
but everyone who knows here on Down in the Den, when we have musicians, we have song association. Are you ready?
Okay, now I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, so don't worry, you're gonna do fine. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give you 3 words. For those who don't know what song association is, we're
Yeah.
gonna give a word, and CB
Okay.
is gonna have to think of a song with
Yeah.
either the word in the title or the
Yeah.
word in the lyric, and we're gonna give him
So
10
if
seconds.
Mhm.
So, for example, because I always like to give examples, if the word
Yeah.
was star, you could say "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star." Boom, you got your point.
oh
But
okay. All
but
right.
if it's 10 seconds and I don't get a song, you get an and because there's only 3,
Okay.
there's
There's
very
only 3.
limited room for failure because if you miss one, that's a 66% right there. So
Yeah. That's true.
if you're ready,
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
okay.
You can hear it. Yeah.
The first word is club, 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 and the clock starts
You,
now.
you can find me in the club. Bigger body, I hope you got it. They were you bumping your head. I hope you got it.
I got it. It's Get Rich or Die Trying. 50 Cent. You can find me in the
Yeah.
club.
I
Bottle
got
full
that.
of bubs. Okay.
Man, I forgot that stuff, but that's how it goes.
Close enough. You get your point, sir. You get your
Yeah.
point. All
All
right.
right.
The next song
Mhm.
or next word, and I feel bad because I don't know if anybody's going to get this, but I got to be fair. The word
Okay.
is rubber band.
Ah, da-da-da. There's a song that I'm thinking about, the Rubber Band Man. There's a Rubber Band Man song.
There you
Da
go.
na 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 na
The
na
beat
na
is
na.
wrong, but you got the title, so I'm going to give you a point.
The
That's
Rubber Band
Imani's
Man.
father, T.I. Rubber
Yeah.
Band Man, Wireless Taliban, 9 in my
Yeah,
45
I
in
got
my
that.
other hand. There you go. But you got the
I got
title,
that.
so
Yeah,
you technically win. So right
I
now you're
got
going
that
to
one.
pass. This is just a
Okay.
bonus. This is gravy. This is gravy.
All right.
So the third and final word is going to
Okay.
be money. And the clock starts now.
Now I'm gonna get this wrong. There's so
You
many
hip
songs
hop,
with
man.
money.
There's a million
There's so many
songs.
songs. There's a million songs with
A
money.
million.
Okay, money. Okay, I get it.
There you go. There
I
you
get
go. There you go. You got it with 1 second to spare. You get
it.
1 second to spare.
The thing was so many songs. There's so many songs that got money in. So
Tell the people it's not easy because people always tell me, they say, oh man, that's easy. I would. No, it's not. When you get that pressure on you, it's not easy.
mm-mm.
It's not easy.
When you have to answer, it's not easy.
Not easy.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Oh man, I had a blast. That was fun. Well, CB,
Yo, man.
sir,
Yeah.
you're dope. You're dope, King.
Thank you very much.
Anytime you want to, you are
Yeah.
official den mate. You get your stamp. So anytime you want to come and promote, anytime you got
Yeah.
something to share,
Yeah. Yeah.
just you got my info. Feel free to link.
Yeah,
We
man.
will link.
Yeah.
We will get your stuff out there.
Yeah.
We're gonna put all of your info on the page so everybody
Yes.
can find you. Guys,
Yes.
please, if you want, and I've never steered you wrong. You guys know that my ear is impeccable. When I tell you this man is dope, this
Yeah.
man is dope. And if you could tell everybody one more time, your Instagram, Twitter, where they can find you.
They can find me on Instagram is CB_no ghost. And then on Twitter is CB_01. It's CB_no ghost 01. And then on Facebook is CB_no ghost Mbata. And then my page is CB_no ghost. So that's my Facebook page. But this when you're gonna get all my work. You can just check because I got it on AudioMac, SoundCloud. Those are the platform that I have my stuff at the moment. But I only got like one song on Spotify where I featured another lady called Sade Renee. She's from Cleveland. I did a song with her. And then I've got another mixtape out which I did with Eli Nala. It's called Let's Make a Tape, Bro. I've got another Mokos mixtape which I had Pow, I had Boo. There's one of my homeboys, and then I got the mixtape Keys, which is the one that I'm trying to push right now. But I got something that coming out now. So you follow me, you're actually gonna get whatever that I'm doing. And my guy, that's specifically for you. I thank you very much for the opportunity.
Sir, it is a pleasure.
I saluted big time, my bro. And you know what? It's not gonna stop here. You actually became one of the people that I will talk to from now and then. I was telling one of the other guy too. That's how I started hooking up with Cam, because we started doing music, but we never ended up there. We ended up like talking now and then, how asking how is he doing each and every day. We actually became brothers. So I think whatever we had today, it's not gonna stop from here.
Not at all, sir. You got the anytime you need, or you just want
Yeah.
to say what's up. I'm always
Yeah.
there, King. You're a star. Don't let anybody
Thank you
tell
very
you
much,
different. I salute you as always.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us
Yeah.
here on Down in the Den. Check my man
Yeah.
out. The information will be everywhere. Podcast will be dropping soon. The visual will be dropping soon. Please subscribe.
Yeah.
Tell him Mars sent you. Tell him Mars sent you. 'Cause just tell him. Just tell him. He's
Yeah,
a
that's
real
fine.
humble king. He's a real
Big
humble
time.
king. He doesn't have to
Big
be because
time.
he's actually got talent.
Big time, my bro.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. And as always, thank you for listening down in the den. Deuces.
Yeah. Thank you for listening down in the D.E.N.
Yes, sir.